With the commish, Nate.
Hey, welcome into Press Pass Live. It is OMFL Bowl time, and I am a hot mess. I am running late. I was supposed to be here a long time ago. The guys have been sitting here waiting on me. The teams that are playing, Bill and his Giants versus Kobe and his Tennessee Titans. I want to say the Jets because that's what it's been for so long, but he's not. He is now the Tennessee Titans. We're going to jump right into it. They are waiting on me. Let me welcome in two guests tonight. Nicehunger, if you're in here, I don't see. Yes, I do see you. Feel free to jump in, Nicehunger. I did not have a chance to answer you. I showed up late. I am just throwing this thing together, trying to get over here. Matter of fact, let's get the game up right now. I had all kinds of plans for this stream. Was not able to make them happen. Too tight of a turnaround. Had to work in the office today. Wasn't able to work from home. Lots of things going against me tonight, but we got it all done. Let me welcome in my two guests. Maybe Mr. Nicehunger will make a third, but right now we got Mr. Big Hurt of your Minnesota Vikings. That's going to take a minute to get used to. And Mr. Maniac, the owner of the Deuce and also your owner of the Buffalo Bills, your two-time AFC champions. Fellas, how you doing?
No, doing good, man.
Doing pretty well.
Sweetness. Hopefully everybody can hear me. I'm trying to check. Yes, everybody should be able to hear us. We should be good. Thank you guys all for waiting on me. Fellas, we got a few seconds here before we get rocking and rolling. A pretty dominant performance. I know it's probably still a little sour, a little sore for Mr. Bill, but dominant performance for Tennessee Titans against the Buffalo Bills and a shocking victory for the Giants. Give me your breakdown, Mr. Big Hurt. How do you see this one breaking up?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of doing a little bit of stat digging here before the show, and I think it's interesting looking at, according to Neon Sports, the Titans have the number 2 offense, averaging 30 points a game, but the number 10 defense only giving up 22. And then the Giants, they're at number 17 offense compared to the number 5 defense. It's no secret, Bill's defense has got him where he's at, playing in a tough division there, but I think this is going to be the tale of two tapes, is how Bill's defense stacks up against the potent offense of the Titans. Bill's defense is second in the rush and second against the pass. So I think Kobe's second rushing offense and 14th in pass offense. So I think if Kobe can establish the run, I think that's where this game for me kind of is going to be won and lost. I do have, as an early prediction, I think I have 27-21 Titans winning the game.
Maniac, give me your quick breakdown. We got the kickoff happening right here. Looks like the New York Giants will be kicking off. This New York thing is going to mess me up all night with Kobe. Used to be the Jets. Give me your quick breakdown, bud.
I think it's going to come down to wins the battle between Bill's DBs against his wide receivers, Kobe's wide receivers. We've seen what he did against my Bills. I think where Bill's strength is at the DBs, the cornerbacks. I think his cornerbacks are he's probably got 3 of the top young cornerbacks in the league. All fast and all cover really well, and play rec is really high on these guys. So I'm looking for these guys to make an impact. So whoever wins that battle, though, I think is going to win this game. And give me the Giants to squeak out like a 21-20 victory.
Should be a great one. This one's going to say 111, but I'm going to put it up anyway because I am a rebel and I really don't care. Again, I did not get to do any graphics. I didn't get to do anything. This is a super tight turnaround. It is season 112. Ignore that little graphic down there. Tennessee getting this drive going, guys. I was told that we don't like the play-by-play. We just like it a conversation. So we're going to do McAfee this thing with him and his group on the sideline watching the game. We're just going to talk back and forth, have a good time just talking through this game. This one's going to be a bit of a tongue twister. Maniac is the Bills. Kobe used to be New York Jets. Mr. Beal, who runs the Giants, used to be the Bills. Big Hurt used to be the Bills. The Bills have been passed around. There's been quite a few men have their opportunity with the Bills. Ooh, a nice little pass to Ridley. who's been MIA this entire playoffs. How do we feel about the old Oiler uniforms here? It's a little weird. This is the first time we're breaking those out these playoffs.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, really, to be honest. But hey, I mean, whatever floats his boat, I guess. So
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I do like the Oiler uniforms, but I don't know that I would have broke them out in the bowl game.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, especially with the baby blues. Pollard, nice little run there, a little spin move. Jets got some momentum here. We've seen the Jets. See, I'm already starting to do it. The Titans have some momentum here. We seen early in that game against Buffalo, the quarterbacks had a kind of a tough time getting things going there. So let's see if Love can get some things going. Let's see if the Giants quarterback can get things. He's got that weird name I can't remember right now, but let's see how this thing goes. Did he hold on to that? He sure did. What a grab.
yeah, his receiver's kind of. That's the other guy, number 88. He's I don't know. He's just as good as Freeman is, like especially like over the middle.
Joe Collins.
Yeah, he catches everything. Seems like.
Bronco Man, absolutely. It's weird because it's the Oilers uniform with the Titans baby blues, and you're breaking out the Oilers uniforms in the bowl game, which feels a little weird. They don't match, and so it's a little weird. We got Mr. Nicesonger in here. What's up, Mr. Nicesonger? Owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars now. Got to change this Minnesota Vikings avatar. It's going to mess me up constantly.
I'm working on that one.
We got a group here, guys. It's going to be a fun one. I apologize that I was not able to get graphics done. There just was not enough turnaround, and then I couldn't work from home. I had to work from our office in the city today, so 2 hours of commute, not having my whole system to kind of take little breaks and work on things. But we'll get it all updated after the fact. We'll be off into re-signing, and got a big third down right here, fellas.
Yeah, we do. See what the Giants can do here. See if they can stop them.
Yeah, he's going to need those stops to keep himself.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it. I can tell you right now, he's going for it.
Absolutely. He is an aggressive play caller, which we seen on defense against you. You were able to make him pay a few times there. It's a big call here early on. Yeah, to me, you take the points.
Yeah, I would too. I would take the points.
And they're shutting it down, boys. The Giants shooting the gap there and shutting that one down. That's a big turnover, man. You had a good drive, and you just left points on the field right there.
I was gonna say, I think against the defense like Bills, with being number 2 in the league, when you get in the red zone, if you can't punch it in for a touchdown, you got to take up points. You can't leave points out there.
Oh yeah, you need strong defense. You got to take points where you can get them.
Yeah, that's definitely a difference between Bills' defense and the Giants and my Buffalo Bills. His front seven, I've got a couple guys in my front seven really good. All 7 of his guys on that front are like phenomenal. So,
couple one safety highs here. They block it up good, though. Jacobs breaking through. What's up, Fleury? What's up, Tim? What's up, Lost? What's up, Bronco Man? What's up, Daniel? Who else we got in here tonight? We got Nice on. He's with a Bird. What's up, Bird Man? Good to see all of you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Reach down there, hit that like button. Accept my apologies for not being fully ready for this game tonight, but that tight go turnaround, something got to get sacrificed, and well, tonight all the graphics and pretty presentation got sacrificed. What's up, Penguins? The Giants getting this run game going here early. Nicesonger.
Yeah, Jacobs was a beast. I had the unfortunate clash with him toward the end of the season, and Jacobs murdered my defense. That's something Big Hurt will have to fix, is that front 7, because the front 7 for Minnesota is not great.
Duly noted.
You do have a 6'4" cover man cover corner that it's got like 94 speed, 94 acceleration.
Also noted.
What's up, Logan?
Yeah, Marshall.
Bird, it is not. It is a sacrifice. I mean, it's only a sacrifice that you're willing to pay. To me, it's important for engagement. So you got your lead to just push the gas on. A little mess up there. He's trying to get it to the outside. Neighbors has been red hot late this season into the playoffs. He's been the big time playmaker. We're going to see a couple playmakers on both sides of the ball. To me, the undervalued weapon that I think is taken off in the playoffs is going to be Collins for the Tennessee Titans. Do the Giants have that second weapon?
He's been using Hyatt.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Hyatt's been kind of a second tier guy that's kind of come through in the playoffs.
One thing I was looking at the stats coming into this game is Tennessee's passing game has really been relied on two guys. The top two receivers, Joe Collins and Bobby Freeman, have over 70 catches. The next closest one, I think, was like 23 or 24 catches. But on the Giants side, Neighbors has been the guy that's carried the bulk of things. But they've had Hyatt, Theo Johnson, a couple of other guys that have been in the mix. But Theo and Hyatt have both been a big part of his offense. And Jacobs with Singletary as the backup, it's been a little bit more spread out.
Oh, Jacobs lowering a shoulder. Maniac, you just had the game last night against the Tennessee Titans and Kobe. How are you trying to attack him on offense?
Well, I watched his last game against Denver, and I thought maybe I could get my running game going and maybe possibly play off the play action, because he does like to run that one high safety stuff a lot. It brings the guys in the box. But I wasn't able to establish a run, so my game plan kind of went out the window. And as you saw in that game and stuff, I got behind and just chased my tail the whole game. But initially was gonna attack the run, start making him really focus on trying to stop the run, and then bring in some play action pass at in opportune times, and hopefully exploit that part of his defense. But it just never came to fruition. So. But we're seeing Bill. He has established the run so far, and getting the passing game going as well.
Yeah, Tennessee kind of got juked in the hole there, which is not a statement I thought I'd be making tonight, but they get it down inside the 3. Nice little play there from Tennessee. Tennessee is not scared, man. He'll send the blitz. Hurt, he really reminds me of you a lot, especially on defense. Like, you're not ashamed to kind of man up, let's go blitz and try to make a play here. Do you start trying to sprinkle in some zones, some man? What are we thinking inside the 5?
I think like against the 5, it's just kind of you forget about getting beat deep, so it's got to be ball out quick, trying to get a quick read and get that turnover, or catch him on the run blitz type of stuff. So you're not worried about getting beat deep. It's just kind of on like the slants or those quick out plays or anything like that is where you got to be worried about.
Yeah, I'd say
down
you
here,
got
fellas.
to either shade inside or shade underneath. Keep everything kind of behind you so you guys are in between it.
I wish the fade worked better in Madden. I feel like there should be sort of a counterpart to inside and underneath. I should be able to hit that fade 100% of the time, but the fade just doesn't work well in this game. Jacobs up the middle. That's not going to go anywhere. Bill has to take the points here. There's no way he's going for it.
Yeah, that would be FPR break too. But
that's true. It's inside the 4. Well, we got our first points of the game right here, fellas.
One thing I want to point out is I know Nate, you'll enjoy this stat. D Money is knocked out of the playoffs, but the OMFL Bowl is still being hosted in the Niner Stadium.
That's got to burn a little bit. That one again was a shocker. Like, I think we all believe in Bill and his abilities, but to run through D Money and D Wayne is just that's hard on the road. And those were 2 epic games that should live in OMFL lore for a long time. Let's see what the Tennessee Titans and Love can get going here. I'm expecting to get this pass game going.
Yeah, he's been on court. Love.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know. I really think he's like because I went back and listened to his stream of our game last night. He's really trying to like run the ball a lot, but I think he kind of also in a way is trying to set up those play action passes as well.
Now I watched. Pollard running through somebody right here. I'm seeing Beal use a strategy that I seen you use last night, trying to use some defensive ends from time to time. Didn't really work out for you. I felt there were a lot of plays that you sort of left out there. Was it his offensive line just blocked you up well? Was it he gets the ball out quick? What's sort of the strategy there, and why didn't it work for you?
Yeah, I was trying to get some quicker pressure on him because he does like to throw the ball quickly, like a lot of underneath stuff. And it, like you said, it just didn't work out for me. I'm not the greatest D-line user that there is. Bill is a lot better at that that I've seen from him in the seasons that I've watched him stuff. So, yeah, I was trying to get a little quick pressure on him, but that did not work out at all. So
got a little skippity doo-dah happening here. I don't think it's my internet. Should not be my internet. I should have really good internet. But we're going to pause it really fast, give it a few seconds since they're selecting a play, and then we're going to hit back live and see if that cleans things up here.
Yeah, I'm watching it
I want to
from...
point out is the Titan. Go ahead, Maniac.
I was just going to say, I'm watching it from his and yours, and his is skipping. So
okay. All right. So it is not me, which I was afraid was going to happen. Big Hurt.
One thing I was going to say to point out to the Titans, their only offensive lineman below an 80 overall is the right tackle, Lloyd Cushenberry. Everybody else is an 80 or above, and a very young offensive line. The right tackle, Lloyd Cushenberry, is 27. Everybody else is under 24 years old. So they're athletic, they're young, but they're pretty solid as well. And I think that's kind of also a little bit to why he's able to run the jet sweeps and do a lot of more finesse rather than power runs. I mean, he can run behind them, but it's more of a finesse game in my opinion.
I seen him do this to you last night as well, Maniac. Love can do that. Pocket breaks down. Everything's covered up. He can outrun them. I think people forget that we have a rule here that when they break that pocket, you get a switch. You can switch and go make a play on that quarterback. So I'm mentioning it not at you or anyone, just like so that people start to, oh, yeah, he breaks the pocket. I can go get him, make a play. What's up, Kevo? Big third down here for the Titans. He likes Colin in these plays. I'm expecting a Colin drag. If that's not there, he's hitting Pollard out of the backfield. And I'm totally wrong. He just hands it off to Pollard.
Let's say also kind of watch the tight end as the game progresses in these situations, just because that tight end's not a guy that gets a lot of attention, but in certain situations he kind of gets forgotten about, and he's such a speedy guy too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he burnt me a couple times last night on the tight end. Ooh.
Thibodeau getting around the corner. Oh, Freeman dropping one. Freeman don't drop those balls.
Yeah, that's a little uncharacteristic by Mr. Freeman there.
Super Bowl jitters.
Yeah, Kobe does like to attack the edges. Like he'll attack that tackle, the outside range with his running.
Can you guys realize we're almost to the 2-minute warning here in this game? It's absolutely crazy. Nice little throw. Colin got held up a little bit, and as we know, this game refuses to call any kind of defensive holding or defensive pass interference. I think they got away with one because he had Collins open.
There is one route, though, that I'm okay with that not being called. That is that fade route, because that fade route is a little too successful at times.
Yeah, vertical routes, in my opinion, the last two Maddens have been a little OP. But I would like to see a little bit more pass interference. It's crazy realistic. Love's going to go empty. He's got pressure right up the middle. Guys, that's going to take him out of field goal range. That's going to be, what, a 57? Am I doing the math right? I say verticals are overpowered, and he runs verticals and gets up a 20-yard sack.
This is kind of what I predicted, too, the matchup. His wide receivers versus his DBs. I think Bill has the advantage there.
That's tough. Two drives are going to end in really good field position for Bill and the Giants. I'm sorry, Big Hurt. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying 2 drives, and he's come up with no points. Like both, one drive he could have easily had a field goal, and that one he basically drove himself out of field goal range and then missed the field goal there. That's big for how this game is going to play out.
Do you think that speaks to the trust that, he's got a guy, but he's not going to be able to get it out? Does that speak to the trust that Kobe has in this defense that he's built?
It would have to. You got to be confident that you can stop somebody to take a field goal that deep.
I'll be honest. I think it's more like the confidence that his offense is just so potent that he, 3 points to 10 points. It's not really. I mean, yes, it's a 2-score game versus a 1-score game, but I just feel like he has the confidence knowing that 10 points is not going to be enough to beat a Kobe team in most situations. Now, playing Bill with this defense, it's a little bit different, but I think Kobe just is a very confident player and is always typically a very high-ranked offensive-minded player as well.
I think it's also a victory, right? You give up 2 drives, good field position, back-to-back, and you're going to give up possibly 3 to 6 points. That's a victory. He's got him.
Definitely.
No, that's not it. Hooker's going to pick him off. Interception.
Bill's going to have to find somebody else. Neighbors is definitely a guy that he can rely on, but he's got to find somebody to get the pressure off of Neighbors, because as this game goes on, I think Kobe's going to start kind of keeping 2 eyes on him at all times.
He had the running back early, and I think that's what you did really well, Maniac. Now, it got away from you late in that game. It was a close game up to that point, but I felt like you made really good reads, and you did not force that ball into places that you didn't need to until late in the game, where you just had to try to go make a play. Bill's going to need to do that. We've seen him do that against San Francisco. He threw a bad interception, I think, against the Dallas Cowboys. He threw a bad interception. He's got to stop throwing these bad picks.
Yeah, definitely. You got to limit. Anytime you play these top dogs, I mean, and of course, he's had to play 3 of them now, back to back to back. You've got to make the minimum mistakes, if all possible, because anytime that you give them an extra possession of the ball, I mean, it's going to end up being a death sentence to you. I mean, eventually.
I don't know how y'all felt. I played in 2 bowl games, won, lost 1. The most recently 2 Maddens ago against Mr. Denver. I tried to tell myself it's just another game. Like, man, I was lucky enough to somehow steal a win from Dwayne and D Money. I was playing with Casino Cash, and I was just like, win, lose, or draw here. Like, I'm the lucky one. But this game matters. Those palms start getting sweaty. Oh, my gosh. Well, that's unfortunate.
That is horrible.
Let's see what the fellas say.
Definitely not something that you want to see in an OMFL bowl game.
We've seen it happen only a couple times, shockingly.
Hey, I'm surprised that my my net is no longer in question. So as always, everybody hated playing me because Maniac's gonna connect in the middle of the game. But man, that was tough. I mean, because that was such a defensive game, and we all know what happens when Madden restart happens. It's like a total different game goes on.
you never know what you're going to get with a brand new one. Looks like they're going to try to go again here.
Late night action.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop out. I got to be up at like 5 o'clock, get kids off to school. So, you guys enjoy the rest of the night. I'll have to take a look at this in the morning.
Nice, Tiger. Thanks for
Absolutely.
jumping in with us, brother.
Later, buddy.
Feel free to send me any tips about the Vikings so I can have my homework done before draft time.
Oh, no problem. I will say there was a third round guy that he's, I think, superstar development now. He was a hidden for a third rounder. The guy Covington. He's a speed rush defensive tackle. He's nice. He didn't get a lot of sacks, but he's nice. He blocked up the middle pretty good.
Nice. So he did good in the late rounds then.
Oh yeah, the running back Moorhead, he was a 5th or 6th rounder. Davis, the receiver I was using a lot, he was I think a 6th rounder. He might have been the 5th rounder. I'm not 100% sure, but I got lucky on some late round picks in that one.
I guess I might just have you draft for me this year. Well, I never draft well.
Me neither. All right, the guys are going to try this again. I did tell Kobe if it starts getting skippy, take his stream down. But even though neither one of them lost connection, Bill's stream was skippy. So hopefully they just have a better connection this time and this thing will go off without a hitch.
It was pretty decent all the way up until like one certain point of the game, and then it started.
It does feel like it's clearer on my end. We'll see. I don't know if that means anything. Luckily, the Giants are kicking right back off to the Titans, so we're going to see the sort of same rhythm and flow to this game kind of break through. So good luck to these guys again. I think we seen a story being played out there. Early turnover for the Giants. He's got to protect the ball a bit better. He's going to have to look at somebody other than Neighbors. And Tennessee, good drives, but they're ending in nothing because the New York Giants are coming up and making a play.
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to. Bill's going to have to maintain this defensive pressure and what he's done so far in the first game. Continue that into this game. I think you're going to see. Just like what Kobe did right there, I think he's going to go a more quick underneath passing, trying to combat that. So we'll see how this plays out.
Do you think about restart? I had 2 drives stopped. I just got a turnover. I'm coming out first or second play. I'm bombing it. I'm trying to make a big play.
Wouldn't be shocked if that happened, but I think, like Maniac just said, I mean, I'm looking at Bill's pre-snap alignment. Corners are 7 to 10 yards off the ball. Safeties are playing high, too high, deep, over the top. Like, I think you got to kind of pick your part underneath, try and get those guys to come up. Here's a single high safety, but we'll see.
Big third down here. First one of the new restart. Man, the Giants do that really well. They shoot those gaps quick.
I'm sitting there thinking, like, where was that in my game? I needed that.
Yeah, he blocked you up, it felt like, perfectly every single time he tried to have one of those big downs. Jackson lets that one bounce into the end zone, and that one pays off. New York Giants going to get decent field position from the 20. They're going to get their first drive underway. Let's see if he establishes Jacobs once again.
I think going back to just Bill, the way he's built these teams and knowing, and plus the type of division he's in against D. Wayne, you really have to build a solid front 7 defensively, build a solid offensive line, just because your biggest threat or your biggest opponent each season 2 times a year is the Dallas Cowboys, and it's no secret he likes to run the ball and control the line of scrimmage, and so I think Bill's kind of built that, but also has the secondary corner play to play both styles of play. But his front 7 is very quick and athletic and dominant.
I kind of think that's what makes part of this like fun in a way. You think about the AFC East, the Dolphins, Patriots, even now the Jets, they're all kind of built like with like a lot of speed on the outside, spread you out, and so I'm in that division. I kind of prep for that and to try to counter that, but then you come up against like some of these guys like Bill or Kobe. They're a little bit more built like power teams, and sometimes that can play into their favor against like a team like for me is built to try to combat the speed, the spreading of the field and stuff. So I think that's where like a lot of guys, when you build, you need to have guys that are able to play both strong power teams and then also have guys that can feel that need to combat like the spread offenses.
Nice play there from Neighbors. I will say, though, it feels like he is hyper-focused on Neighbors, forcing it to him in double coverage, even when he's got a man underneath. Again, I just think Maniac and the Bills did that really well early in that game. Bills going to have to flip a switch here.
Also, have guys that can feel that need to combat like
There's Hyatt. There he is. Nice play there from Hyatt, a big play right down the middle.
That was a good pass, man. I'm telling you. I think like one thing I tried to do early on was I tried to spread the ball around so he couldn't one guy. I think the very first or second play of the game, my top wide receiver went out for the entire first half. So that kind of forced me to really start paying attention to other guys and stuff. So, but he does. Kobe will start to key on guys, and he'll start using a guy in that area, and he'll pick you off. He'll user pick you off real quick.
2nd and 8 here from the 29. Giants getting a good drive started at their own 20. Jacobs got a lane. Jacobs is hard to go down. Feels like the first guy always gets ran over. A fumble. He fumbled that ball.
Oh, it looks like the Giants got it back, though.
I got you, homie.
Oh, that came out late. That could, I think if that would have been reviewed, that would have probably been overturned. It looked like they came out late after he's sitting on the ground.
Love the sound effects.
How do you guys attack single high safety when guys are starting to play a lot of zone, a lot of cover 2, cover 3, single high safety? How do you start to try to attack that?
Go ahead, Hurt.
Oh, why? I'm the defensive guy. I think for me, it's like depending on like the situation. If I'm seeing a single high safety and I know like cover 3, I'm probably looking for the seam, like looking to try and get the seam, like have an outside guy to hold that corner on the outside, and then have like a seam route or something like that. I think that's where the vertical routes become a little potent, and then high success, because that safety, the safety that comes down, is kind of the key of how well he plays it, and a lot of it's just how quick the pressure gets through there and how quick that ball comes out too. So for me, it's trying to develop a route, but also probably looking more like the flats too, because in a cover 3 those flats drop off deep, and so the quick flat 3 to 5 yards is typically open.
Neighbors with a touchdown, our first touchdown of the game. He looked like he double caught that. I don't know if you picked up on that. It looked like he got a little double clutch there, but he gets both feet down. Neighbors puts up the New York Giants 7-0. I love when you guys are in a thought, because I do the same thing, and a big play happens, and you like, no, I got to finish this thought. I am not going to acknowledge the play that just happened.
I just want to pass my knowledge on. No.
We got a 7-0 lead for the Giants. Tennessee's going to need a response here.
Yeah, they've got to make the Titans definitely got to get down the field here, but I'm telling you, this front 7 of the Giants, they're different than anybody. Probably the closest one that Kobe faced so far was probably the Browns in the playoffs. with the type of pressure that Denver put on him that I watched. So I think it's going to be one of the things that plays into Bill's favor.
Jets too. Jets have an unbelievable, really good defense. He is much better than that record. What is the love obsession with 3 tight ends?
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Medic. Go ahead. I want to hear you on this.
No, I was going to say, a lot of guys, I think, try to get you in the thought process of, like, oh, he's going to run the ball, and they pass out of it, a lot. And so, like, a lot of times if you're going into, like, a heavy set and you got a certain tight end that's manned up on a linebacker, that's a big mismatch. And a lot of times it will they can kind of play off of that and stuff. So you'll either try to go maybe like in a nickel or a big nickel to try to combat the pass, and then they'll run on you. And if you go a big set, they'll pass on you. So it can be one of those things that's hard to defend.
Big Hurt, he gave you a hard time, and then he did the exact same thing.
What's that?
I said he gave you a hard time, and then he did the exact same thing. Just totally ignored a big time play on 3rd down to Pollard. Oh, he's going deep. He's got Collins.
And on that
touchdown Collins. I told you guys, Collins, I think the most underrated playmaker this playoff. This guy has been unbelievable.
Yeah, he's almost just as good as Bobby Freeman. It's just Bobby Freeman had such a strong season, and then you almost forget about the second guy, and it's yeah. Well, and then you got the rushing attack with Pollard. On that big passing play, it looked like Love was outside the numbers.
Not a rule anymore.
Yeah. So yeah, but that was the scramble
Yep.
switch, but
not a rule anymore. We got rid of that. You have to throw it when you get to the numbers because we added in the switch. And also they've done a much better job of the whole reason that was a rule at one time is because when you got to the numbers, CPU defenders would just leave their assignments no matter what and come after the quarterback. And so it was just like easy dunk. It doesn't do that anymore. Every now and then it'll still do it, but most of the time it does not. Giants are going to need an answer. That's a good answer from Tennessee.
Yep, for sure.
Bro,
going
Jacobs
back
is
to
taking some shots,
with the 3
not?
tight ends, I think the thing for me is building or getting yourself in 3 tight end sets is giving you that heavy run, like I'm gonna run it down your throat type of thing. But then when you got a tight end like Tennessee's got, that just creates like a huge mismatch.
Jacobs is taking some real shots this game. Like he's a big fella, but man, the Tennessee Titans are bringing it. Yeah, buckle up that second chin strap.
Ooh.
That one's probably going to come back. Good run there for the Giants, but they're going to have to bring that one right back. That's a backbreaker, man. 2nd and 18 from 2nd and 8. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, those are hard because you start thinking like, oh, I've got to get at least 10 yards, 12 yards in this play, and sometimes that can get you in trouble.
He wants the shot here to Reed or to Neighbors on the outside. Yeah, they read it. Good read. Ooh, Reed with a great play there. Good throw.
What a throw. That was dart.
That was dangerous.
I thought it was picked. Yeah, I thought it was going to get picked.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Wah, wah. Sometimes that can get you in trouble.
Hey, you correct me over these sound effects.
Looks like the Giants are going to just run this one out. Good throw from Givens. Man, he stepped into the pocket. He wanted Neighbors, and good thing for him. He talked himself out of it in that split second because the Kobe and the Titans had that one eaten alive. We got a ball game here, guys.
Yeah, wasn't he using one of the guys in that area too? Yeah. I think.
I love that we're 45 minutes deep and then 9 minutes into the second quarter. Thank you, Restart. We appreciate you.
This is giving you a chance to get your feet back under you, Nate, as you're scrambling to get in for the.
Yeah, that's a big play, brother.
I said this in the Bills-Titans game last night, but to me, second down is the most important down in the OMFL. And I think that's why you see, especially in these second and longs, guys lean on the shotgun run, give me a good 4 to 8, and the screen pass, because they just want to make it a third and manageable here. So big play here for the Giants. Nice catch from Neighbors. He held on to it. Maniac and Hurt,
Wow.
I want you to go second, but what do you consider a third and manageable for your team?
I really like to get it within 5 yards. To me, that's like it gives me the ability to either I can run the ball either out of 3 wide, two wide. I mean, like the whole playbook is kind of open for me for 3 to 5 yard game for a third down. If anything closer than 5 yards, I'm loving it. Anything outside of 5 yards, I'm kind of starting to sweat a little bit because it just puts more pressure on you. Because one, you got to wait for routes to develop longer, and usually pass rush is usually going crazy on third down.
What about you, Big Hurt? What's a third manageable for you as Tennessee gets their second drive of the game going? I'm all mixed up. No, it's not their second drive. I'm totally confused. It's been too much football already.
I would say, based on when I had the Falcons, now taking over Minnesota, not playing with that offense, it could change a little bit. But I think overall, just in general, my golden rule, anything under 4 yards is 4 and under is where I'm at. I feel like if it's 4 yards, I can run the ball, I can pass the ball, and if I'm within 4 yards and I pick up half of that, and I'm in a fourth down situation, then I'm within the rule of FPR to be able to go for it if I want to. But I feel like if it's anything over 4, then I'm just kind of like not in the most comfortable situation. So I think, my golden rule is 4 and under.
What the dog doing?
I love it. I agree. I think mine's probably a little smaller than that because I've had there's another statement I think I'd make tonight, but I had the world's worst offense in the league, and so Bobby Freeman, big play to the left side. He's behind the defense. There's Bobby. Freeman? What's his name? Bobby Freeman, right? No.
Yeah.
Bobby Freeman.
Yeah.
He looks like
Freeman.
a tight
I don't know
end
why.
out there running.
I doubt
He's
it myself. all of a
6'5",
sudden.
238 or 240 something pounds.
Holy cow.
You can see that Kobe's starting to sort of settle down here. Starting to settle down, starting to get into his zen play calling mode. Look for them to turn up the heat here on the Giants.
Yeah, I really think Kobe takes the first quarter and really fills you out. I think that's kind of how he approaches it, and then he just unleashes the dogs after that. That's kind of the way I felt in that game against him.
Just before Bobby Freeman made a play, I was just about to say, only my two co-hosts here, and this is why we love them in the OMFL, can say what is a third and manageable 3rd and 5, but let me expound for 5 more minutes about how 3rd and 5 is the answer. Mr. Fleury says love in X Factor. Yep, he was the entire Bills game, and he is in X Factor once again. I don't know what his X Factor is. Does anybody know?
I don't know, but I can pull it up.
I'm going to see if I can go find it. I was going to go look it up.
Nice little run from Pollard.
I just got to touch base. You told Maniac he's going first. He gave a 5 minutes, so I was like, well, I got to match that. I can't.
You got to match it at least. You have to bring the same energy.
Yeah.
4th and 1. Kobe going for it. He stays aggressive. You got to give it to him. The guy stays aggressive. He's coming out in the shotgun, so it's either going to be a pop pass, a screen, or a pass, and he's passing it. He's getting it over to Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a big touchdown there for the Titans at this point in the game. Bill has got to respond here. At least some type of points to keep this within a 1 score. I feel like Bill needs to stay within that 1 score arm's reach at all points. Kobe could fall 2 scores and be a little bit different.
Emotional damage.
I feel like there's nothing worse than stopping someone on third just to have them score in fourth. Like just like, I'd rather you hit a big play because I can shake that off and move on. There's something about giving up a 4th and 5, a 4th and 1, a 4th and whatever touchdown. It's the worst.
Yeah, I did it a couple times. I nearly stopped him in a couple of plays. I was just like inches away from picking the ball off in the end zone against him last night, and I was too far in, just a little bit too far deep in the end zone, and he got right underneath me with the tight end on that kind of the same route that he just beat Bill on there, that little Texas type route. And yeah, those are the heartbreaking ones when you've stopped them, kept them to the 4th and 2, and then all of a sudden they just run the play and just like your guys are not even on the field. Like, oh yeah, it worked so hard for that.
Light, thanks for the subscription. We appreciate you, bud. Big play to the tight end. Johnson holds on. No, he didn't. He couldn't bring it down all the way to the ground. We got a big third down here. Pro reads. So does that mean he sees the defense?
This one, I think, is for great quarterbacks, the vision and anticipation are paramount. I'm reading this off of when they enter the zone, the very first open receiver is highlighted and they ignore defensive pressure.
Oh, there you go. Givens trying to get to the outside. Bill, that's not going to be where your guy makes his money. He gets smashed out of bounds. It's in those plays where I kind of wish we had wear and tear, which is a really good system for giving up those big hits. Maybe a little too powerful because the buffs are pretty big sometimes, but I'd love to see wear and tear in Madden next year.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's pretty big for his quarterback, and if his quarterback stays lit up like that, if you have a guy like on the defensive line that supposedly has like far reach, where they like they get a little pressure on you, and your quarterback feels it, he's not going to be affected by it. So every throw he's going to throw after that, it's just going to be like he's not under pressure.
Ooh, a big loss there for the New York Giants. That guy's going to miss the rest of this game.
No.
I don't know why that music played late like that, but it did. And it's good. We're here. It's all good. 2-minute warning. Tennessee Titans have the ball. We seen this sort of go weird in that Buffalo Bills game last night. So he's got to be careful. You want to push it. Kobe's really good about pushing it, but cannot turn the ball over.
This is a big third down right here.
I was going to say, I think this is the point where I was almost in the same area that Bill was, and I went on the all-out blitz, and I was actually trying to tell my guys to watch the inside pass. And whenever I hit it, I actually hit commit to the run to that side where the inside button normally is, and that's the reason why he was wide open on that play. Man, I was so upset myself.
Tennessee getting it blocked up, and that big third down turns into a first down, 1:20 and counting left to go. They got all 3 of their timeouts, too. Hurt, what are you doing here on defense? You're in this situation. You got under 2 minutes. You're trying to keep this a one-score game. What are you doing on defense?
I'm letting them run the ball to chew up the clock, but also just really taking the big play with Collins and Bobby Brown, because I feel like at some point that shot's going to come on a fade route or something like that. I'm trying to basically just kind of play a bend but break defense at this point and really see if Kobe makes a mistake, because I think a big play here, he sets up, points or even a touchdown, could be a backbreaker.
Now, Maniac, maybe you can shed some light, but I feel like last night you were a little zone heavy, and it felt like your game plan, Bill and his Giants seemed to be a little zone heavy, and it ain't working. He got lucky there. Freeman just dropped one in his hands. But this zone and blitz thing ain't working, and no one seems to be adjusting against Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, I did run some man against him stuff. Seemed like every time I ran man, his guys were either wide open on the corner route or underneath route. So I was trying to keep mixing it in there, but it's like every time I either blitzed with man or ran a man play, he was beating it. And if you notice, he runs a lot of tight formations, so he's waiting for that man defense to be run so he can run those corner routes or those type of routes. He's always got those routes kind of incorporated in his game plan, if you kind of see that.
96 was right there to pick that one off and couldn't do it.
One thing I was going to point out, Maniac, you just nailed it right on the head there, is Kobe, in my opinion, runs a very heavy bunch. Not a bunch, but tight formations a lot. When he's in shotgun, it seems like it's very heavy in the tight formation, which allows you to get those drags and those corner routes and stuff open.
20 seconds left, 2 timeouts, 3rd and 3, big down here. Oh, Chasson was right there. He ends up making a play to the tight end. They are so dangerous. He's got a lot of weapons over there.
Yeah, he's built a solid roster, man.
That tight end, he's kind of very low rated. Like I said, kind of gets lost in the shuffle, but as athletic and as speedy as he is, Okonkwo, I think is his name, 88 speed, 91 acceleration. That guy just he can sneak up on you quick.
He's like the poor man's Pitts from Atlanta, which I know Pitts is not as highly rated as he used to be, but he's definitely kind of the same mold.
Yeah.
Ooh, Spears breaking a tackle there.
Spears is definitely underrated. Like he seems to be more of his power back guy, and then Pollard is his big home run hitter.
All right, got a big 2nd and 2 here. 10 seconds left to go. 1 timeout. Giants trying to hold him to a field goal. That'd be a victory. Tennessee does get the ball back. No, the Giants get the ball back after half. Ooh, Pollard's got a lane. They're going to say no. 5 seconds left. 1st and goal from the 1. No timeouts. What are you doing here? Make the call.
I'm kicking.
Kobe's going for it. He's going for it.
Yeah, he's too aggressive not to go for it. I'm like you, Maniac. I'm gonna go ahead and just take my points, and good drive from me. A shotgun, a lot of pressure on the shotgun. Got to be a screen, pop pass, or a regular pass. Can't run the ball.
Kobe's gonna go for this again. I think he's gonna line up in a heavy set.
He got lucky on that one. 3 seconds left.
Yeah.
He realistically could run another play and still kick a field goal.
Yeah, but he'd have to get lucky to get sacked and get that ball out. That's really the only way that can happen, or like snap throw, something like that. 3 seconds left. This is gutsy. Ooh, you got Collins wide open here. No press. That's dangerous territory right here. He's got him wide open. Yeah, that's an easy touch. That's a little too easy.
Got him!
Joe back, halfback, screen.
Wide open here. No press. Yeah, you knew the screen was coming. At some point, right?
I was fixing to say Kobe's got some plays like I didn't even know existed.
Well, we know now. It's wide open here. No press.
Oh.
That's dangerous territory right here. He's got him wide
Bill's
open.
done pretty good up to this point, but again,
That's a little too easy.
He's got to get past the point. Like he's probably in his mind, we had to restart. I'm sure that's going through his mind.
It's impossible for it not to be, right?
Yeah, it's a mental thing, and and he's got to get past it and got to get back in this thing. His defense is good enough, I think, to get him an opportunity to get back in this game. But he's got to get points on this drive.
I 1,000% think Bill is still in this game, but it's got to get somebody besides Neighbors in the passing game to have Kobe worried about that guy. Neighbors seems to be the guy right now that's getting the yardage and the moving the ball in the passing game. And I mean, obviously Neighbors is a solid receiver, but both of these teams are so good defensively that you can't just be one-dimensional in that facet.
Ooh, that almost got undercut. Starting to force the ball to Neighbors a little bit here. I feel like when Bill was in his flow state of play calling was when he was running the ball with Jacobs really well. He was running people over, establishing that run, setting up the play action. I think he's got to get back to that here.
Did Jacobs get hurt, or is he running the backup now to get carries? Because
feels like Jacobs is not hurt, but that could have happened, and we just didn't. Or I didn't notice.
Jacobs was just in on the first play, but I think he just subbed in Singletary there.
Big third down here, especially coming out of half.
No, Jacobs
looks like a little zone defense here. Yeah, I'd like to see him adjust that route. Like, get me beyond the first down marker. He was hoping it was zone. It was not. He tricked him into some man. Nice play there from Tennessee. Tennessee, he'll disguise coverages on you.
Yeah, he does it really well. Yeah, he fooled me a few times. It took me a while to adjust to it, and if you notice, like that play right there too, he's manning up, using the slot guy, and he's taking away what most of the guys, including myself, like your first read is that outpost there from the slant, because a lot of times that's the thing, it's going to be open. And so he's taking that away, and immediately, you start like kind of panicking, like, okay, now what's open? Nothing's open, and it's over then.
Nice
by that time.
Thibodeau breaking off to the right side, shutting that run down pretty quickly. What I've also picked up on here, Lost Sniper said Kobe's averaging per run has to be over 5. He's really established that well, but neither team is wavering. Like, they both are sticking to their plan. Bill has not really moved away from the defensive end that often. Kobe is still being aggressive. Like, both guys are sticking to what got them here.
Yeah,
a little blitz right up the middle. I don't know if he's still in X Factor or not, but that looked like that X Factor ability. He's able to get those passes out even when he's getting whacked.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that gets him out of it, too, is if he takes a sack. So that's part of why he's trying to get rid of that ball if he's still in the X Factor.
Yeah, he's still in X Factor. Big 3rd and 10 here. Also, I don't think we acknowledge that he got rid of those ugly Oiler helmets. Oh, he came back, caught the ball, but reestablished himself inside the first down. So 4th and 1 here. They're going to be forced to punt. Big time play there for the Giants. You know everything in Kobe wanted to go for it there, but the rules do not allow that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's... If the rules allowed it, I think he would go on every 4th and 2. And
absolutely. I think a lot of guys would.
Kobe would be going for it on 4th and 5 or less, I feel like.
Kobe's Kobe's the reason we have a 4th down rule. Yeah, he's the guy that I'm never punting. I don't even have a punter. Cut him.
I can see that. It's like, oh, I ain't got no room for my team for a punter.
Hyatt has been very quiet this game.
Oh.
That just goes back to kind of what I said earlier. I think Kobe's mindset is he feels like he can score 30 plus on anybody, and he's going to do that. That's his mentality. That's his MO.
I'm behind you guys. I didn't realize that until I heard all of your reactions and realized, oh, I'm way behind. So I'm back live now again. Big 2nd and 10 here. Reed's going to bring that one in. Beal feels a little off, and I don't know if it's because of this disguised defenses that he's questioning himself after the snap, but I feel like he's got open guys. He's just late on the reads and making the wrong reads.
Yeah, it will do it to you. I mean, because, he is disguised, and you're thinking like, oh, this is cover 3 or whatever, and
that's tough.
Man. That's where you just like as a coach, as an owner, and you're playing in the big game, you just hang your head going like, oh man, I can't catch a break.
I'm screaming at him, why are you diving there? Just keep running. Like, you got it. Why are you diving? Also, it looked like Hyatt came open right in the middle of the field, but you can't blame a guy. He's trying to hit his best receiver, his playmaker, trying to make a play, and the guy just dropped it. Giants need to make a play here. Their defense has got to come through with something.
He needs a big play from his defense. He needs an interception, something that can spark momentum for his side.
Pollard, so graceful off the left side there, and pick up a big first down.
Man, he had a hole that could drive a Mack truck through, so he can start striding, walking to take a spin. I mean, he had all the room in the world.
Yeah, him and Young both could have ran through that one together. Pollard getting things going now. 2 big plays back to back. Hurt, what are you doing differently here if you're the Giants? Like, are you trying to mix things up? Are you just saying, hey, stick to what got you here?
I think for me,
he caught that.
I was down.
Got him!
Oh, yeah, that's got to be challenged, right? We're going to watch the replay here. That's crazy. They're going to say that's a catch.
6'5", only like 90 speed, and he's outrunning 90. I mean, I don't think Bill has anybody under like 94 speed. He's just outrunning to the spot. Crazy.
He's got the feet of a dancer. That guy got those toes down.
That was a chance right there.
Oh. Hurt. That's a tough one, right? Like, that's a tough one because you want those linebackers to make a play, and they don't even attempt to make a play.
Yeah, I was like the linebacker wasn't even like looking, He was, but
Big Hurt's still 2 seconds ahead. I don't know how he's doing it.
What's that?
You're still like 2 seconds ahead of me. I don't know how you're doing it.
I have no idea. I think kind of answer your question, like for me, being down 2 scores, you kind of got to like put a little pressure and kind of unleash the dogs and hopefully get one of those turnovers where you force a quick throw or you force a throw that he thinks is there and you bait him into something. But I feel like if you let Kobe sit back and just and have the time and the bootleg and everything else, like he's going to kind of pick you apart at this point.
It feels like the Titans have their foot on the throat. Like, they're running the ball now. They're feeling themselves. Like, they're already thinking about hosting up that trophy. 4th and 2 here. You're up 2 scores. You think he's taking his points or he's going for it?
Yeah, he's got to take the points here. That makes it from a 3-score game close to the 4th quarter.
That's what he's going to do. Small victory. If you're the Giants, that's what you need right now. You need some small victory. Small victory there for the Giants.
Yeah, it's... Oh, no, he loses one of his linebackers for the rest of the game, look like.
The Giants need a big play, and I keep saying it. It's got to come from somebody other than Neighbors at this point. Kobe's. If I know anything, if I know Kobe well enough, like I feel like I do, I know Kobe's sitting back and keying in and not letting Neighbors get that big play.
Nice little run there from Jacobs. He's kind of disappeared since the restart. He's going to have to reestablish himself. Looked like a hurt Giants offensive lineman too, so hopefully that's not a big-time injury and something that's just quick in, quick out. I'd say there's a few guys there that do that really well. Big Hurt, the Jets, the Texans, the Bears. Like, there's a couple of owners that even when you're keying on them, doubling on them, they still get the ball, and maybe that's what Bill's hoping he can do here. So just let Neighbors be athletic and go make plays.
Yeah.
I've also seen these games where they start to get out of hand like this, and the other team just goes full mental and just runs the ball, establishes the run, and really gets things going. Man, that could have been a terrible play there for Givens.
It feels like Kobe's probably made some coaching adjustments too, and he's playing those linebackers at that 10, 15 yard.
Yep.
Like I feel like he's probably got it set at about the 10, trying to take away and literally letting Bill throw underneath at this point just to, take all the clock in the world. But a lot of those crossing routes just seem to be a good pass there.
You're so far ahead of me. I don't know how. Neighbors hauls that one in, man. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 32. We're going to pause since he's picking a play and see if we can't get caught up a Big Hurt. I'm feeling jealous. He's seeing these plays 2 seconds before I do. All right, let's go live again. Nah, I didn't do really anything, I can tell. I'm looking for Hyatt. I need Hyatt to go make a play.
Ooh.
Oh, Singletary. Nice little run. Followed his blocks. He was patient. I like that Bill is not abandoning the run here.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, and I think that helps him set up something else like later on in this drive.
So there's still plenty of time. You get to score here. You still have a full quarter and you're only down by 10. I mean, so I think a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm down 3 scores, and just air it out. And I'd be probably the first victim of it. But I feel like Bill's done a good job of staying patient, sticking, not becoming one-dimensional. And that's going to help keep Neighbors open. I mean, he's still being watched, but he's starting to use Theo here a couple passes now, so that's big.
We're going to go to the fourth quarter, 24-7, Mr. Tennessee Titans and Mr. Kobe. Guys, what are we expecting to see here in the fourth quarter, Maniac?
I'm expecting Bill to put up a score here and make it interesting. The Titans, though, they seem like they're kind of getting a stranglehold in this game, so we'll see what Bill can do here. I'm really hoping he can get back in this game, make it interesting.
Hurt.
I think Bill scores here, and my score prediction is still in line at 27-21, I feel like.
It's like he wants these out routes. He's got a man. Oh, he just couldn't have enough time. The interior offensive line broke down. 2nd and goal from the 16. If you think 1st and goal from the 10 sucks, 2nd and 16 or 2nd and goal from the 16 sucks a little bit worse.
The only good thing about it is it opens up the field, because the safeties for the Titans are pretty good, so they got to cover a little bit more space now. So that's the only nice little screen play with the juke there by
Nice little
Jacobs.
play from Jacobs.
Yeah, that's real nice.
We're in that 3rd manageable for both of you. We're 3rd and 3, 3rd and goal from the 3 here. It feels like the entire playbook is open.
You said 2nd down was the key down, and he runs a screenplay for a huge pickup there.
Yeah, I think that's an easy debate to win. It just has proven itself to be true here. Looks like the Giants are going to try to run this one. Oh, Jacobs.
Oh,
He
got
carried him
in.
into the end zone.
That's why you pay that,
Touchdown.
man.
Giants. Nothing's working now. I don't know why. Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
Touchdown, Giants.
Ooh,
We'll go with the
yeah.
live sound bites. Got him.
I don't know why this breaks sometimes. It just, the hot buttons don't work the way they're supposed to. Let's see if the replay works. I don't think it's going to.
Looks like Kobe lost his left end for the rest of the game, too.
Dangerous territory here. You're
That
up
can be big
24.
'cause, I mean, like your backup, man. It definitely is not as good as your starter, so.
Yeah. You're up 24-14 here if you're Tennessee. 8:16 left to go. Maniac, what are you starting to do?
Well, I know what he did against me. He's just gonna run some more, and then he'll throw in a Bobby pass here and there.
That tight end is as big as an offensive lineman. I don't know who that guy is. I thought it was an offensive lineman, but he's wearing number 86, so clearly he's a tight end. That is a big boy out there at third receiver.
Man.
Fleury, you're right,
I
buddy.
think that was a prime example. Come out big, heavy set, like you're gonna run the ball, and then you just run the tight end mismatch drag route with the levels concept there, and try and take up the 5-yard gain as kind of like the first down run play.
You guys both know this about me because you've played me 100,000 times and beat me, 99,000 of them. I'm a man defense guy, so I love seeing the New York Giants come out and playing a little man defense here, manning up and see if they can go and make a play. I always pause when I go to say Bill's name because I'm like, well, Bill is a team. That's not it, and it messes me up, Bill. Change your name.
Mr. New York.
Mr. New York. Remember when we had two Bills in New York? It was crazy confusing. Nice play there from that Giants. See, I almost said Bills defensive line, but then it's like, well, no, they're the Giants, and I pause every time. I'm half retarded over here. I am definitely on the spectrum somewhere. 2nd and 11.
Man, what a play there! Come off the edge, stop it in the backfield. That was a good defensive play.
Watch the tight end or a deep ball to one of those receivers here.
Yeah, I'm expecting a post here. Nope, he's going to hand the ball off. Give it to Kobe, man. He's one of those really good play callers that get in. I was jokingly saying a zen flow of play calling, but there is a flow of play calling that the top tier guys get in, and it feels like they're sitting right next to you. It's like, how did you know I was doing that or I wanted to run that? It's like, and Kobe is one of those teams that can do that.
Here comes some type of motion screenplay. Like that touchdown. I feel like it's coming. Nope. The vertical.
He's got him.
Wow. Wide open.
Ridley just brings that one in. Ridley being able to make a couple of plays here. Old man Ridley.
The guy coming across.
He's the fastest on their team.
Yeah, the guy coming across, and then he took the corner out to the sidelines.
That defensive line, and this is what I commented again. That I've had people take this as shots. Oh, we got a fumble. That's going to the Giants.
There
Ball
it is, boys.
to the
There
Giants with the big time. I thought it was over. I was just about to say, I think that was a back-breaking play. Instead, it turns around.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And the Giants get the fumble. 1st and 10 from the 36.
Wow.
I'm glad that hotkey works, so I don't have to manually do that one.
Bruh.
Jacobs
there we go.
off the left side, man. He's not going down. Bill's not going away. Bill's like, don't count me out right now, boys. I'm going to make this a ball game. We're going to wake everybody up.
A little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence here can go a long way.
That's what that running back did on that last play. Just pooped the bed. Getting it to Jacobs. Clock is not your friend now, right? You're going to be under 4 minutes here pretty soon. And you only got 2 timeouts. That clock is not your friend. You need a big play. And Tennessee does that. Big Hurt said it several times. Tennessee just keeps everything in front of them, lets those safeties go make plays. He's using Hooker now. Ooh, nice little play there to Hyatt. Finally, Hyatt getting involved.
Tight end was open there.
He had the tight end, but I like that he waited for Hyatt there. But you put the 99 overall safety on a deep route, let him go make plays. You use the other safety. It's like, man, taking away big plays at the snap.
Yeah, that's what makes it tough. I mean, you really have to make several reads. You can't just make that one read. You gotta be progressive in your reads, and that can be tough, especially if you're waiting for routes to develop. A lot of times them edge rushers will get loose and they'll come after you, and it just makes it hard. It really does.
I made a comment in your game, Maniac, when you started going pass heavy that maybe you was like, I got to go all in here. I feel like Bill's got to abandon the run. Like the clock is not your friend. You're under 3 minutes. You got to go.
Yeah, you got to get in the end zone here.
You got to get
the
out
other
of
thing is, like,
bounds.
as Bill gets closer and closer to the end zone, things get tighter. That safety, everything. They just cover so much space more than a regular player than most teams. And not that you want to be 20, 30 yards out, but I feel like that just gives Bill that a little bit extra space to make that extra, route or something like that. As he gets closer, chipping away, that's the type of ball and offense that Bill plays, but it also kind of plays into Kobe's hands a little bit here.
Oh, he's got Singletary out of the backfield. Again, not getting out of bounds. Look, even if you give up the touchdown, you just made Bill eat up 3-4 minutes of this game after a turnover, and you're still going to be up. You don't want to give up a touchdown, but there is something to be said about keeping him in bounds, making him either use timeouts or eat up the clock.
Yeah.
Especially how Tennessee's been running the ball today. This is a 3 wide receiver run. Oh, no, he changed it to a pass. Oh, pressure right off the left side there. I was like, oh, please don't break FPR. We don't need that. Titans are tough, y'all. When he starts playing zone in these tight quarters, those windows are teeny.
Yeah, it's reads or you almost have to make them instantly.
You want to run the ball here, but if you don't get in, it's kind of like you're getting to that 2-minute mark.
Yeah, Jacobs being shut down. Now you got to go. You got 3rd and goal from the 3 here. You got to go.
He's only got 2 timeouts left, too.
Yeah, there's the 2-minute warning. I think there could have been a strategy here, boys. You're down at least 2 scores. Could have been a strategy. Take 2 shots at the end zone, big plays if they're not there. Kick the field goal and either onside kick it or go play defense, use your timeouts, get the ball back and see if you got, minute and a half to go. Here now, you're all in on the touchdown. Like, you cannot settle for a field goal here.
Yeah, you got to get in the end zone here.
He's got to get rid of it.
Oh, no.
Looks like he could have ran with it. I think Kobe playing that outside cornerback threw him off at the snap of that play. He's going to take the field goal. I think that's a loss, man.
Yeah. You got to take the points, though, and make it a 1-score game. Just give yourself a chance.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably going to play for the onside kick. I know those are not real successful, but there's always a possibility.
Marshall, oh my goodness! We got a fumble. Oh, Tennessee! Oh my goodness! It worked out almost perfectly.
Oh.
Hey, watch for Kobe. Watch for Kobe to catch him off guard here in like a heavy set, like tight end drag or like an out route or something like that.
Yeah, Kobe's aggressive, man. He's not going to stop being aggressive with just 150 left to go. He's also smart. Yeah, see, it's just a smart play call. This one feels like this one might be in the bag here, unless there's some. Again, we've had 2 fumbles for the Giants. Clearly, he's got that turned on, I would assume, as an adjustment, trying to get after the ball, rip after the ball. Oh, no. Oh, I was going to say, what just happened? It paused.
No.
That would have been terrible. Absolutely terrible. Can he just kneel this one out, or does he need to pick up a first? I'm not great at math, but I think he can just kneel this one out.
40 puts him.
Is it 35-second clocks or 45?
No, it's 40-second, but he would have like about 15 seconds or so if he went to punt the ball or so. Well, you're looking at 40 down to 102 plus whatever clock, and then again 40 puts you at 22. Yeah, so you're looking at probably 10 or 15 seconds.
Just blocked it up well there.
But it'll be interesting because if he runs the ball here, gets stopped, does Kobe punt and make Bill go 190 yards, or does he attempt the field goal and win the game right away?
And we know, right? You get that animation, it's going to get blocked, and that could go the other way real quick.
And Kobe's had a couple field goals blocked in the playoffs already, so that would be.
He can run it here too.
I don't know that I would. It's a risky pass because if that's incomplete, you leave a minute on the clock.
Yeah, I mean we do see strip ball is on, so it looks like Kobe got himself in field goal position, and like you said, Big Hurt, a field goal here ends this one with a 10-point lead again. But man,
you're looking at about 15-second clock difference. So
how terrible. And like, it'd be great for us, it'd be great for Bill, but how terrible would it be? You're trying to play clock manage, you're trying to get this one over, you call the field goal, and you get the animation, and it gets blocked and returned. Like, that's a tough. To me, I'm punting the ball. He's going to get this ball back with 10 seconds. I'm going to go trust my safeties. I'm going to go trust my team that I built. I'm going to go make a play on defense. Ain't no way I'm chancing this to Madden saying, oh, you can have the animation, Giants.
I popped the ball in this situation.
Kick's good. The Tennessee Titans boys are going to be your OMFL Season 112 champions. Congratulations to Kobe. I think his second or maybe third championship here in the OMFL.
Yeah, it was a good game. I mean, good. Great that Bill didn't give up on it and stuff. Kept it close, and kudos to Kobe, man. He played a great
with that
season.
fumble and then the fumble on the onside almost really kind of turned this game upside down.
Yeah, that one's gonna stick. It probably shouldn't, right? Because like you probably didn't deserve it, but I know me, that one would drive. That would keep me up tonight, laying in bed. Well, Bert, I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. It's a good game. Congratulations to Kobe and the Titans, fellas. Give me some final thoughts on this game, on the season that Bill had, the season that Kobe had.
Bill going through the schedule that he had to get through the playoffs to get to this point was a meat grinder, and he played well in the bowl game. But Kobe just came in as kind of the hot hand. We'd seen him, I think, in the regular season up until the last game of the season. I think he won like 10 in a row or something like that. So, but man, just a great season by Bill. I mean, to get to this point, can't hang your head. But Kobe, he bringing his dominance, and so we're gonna have to see if we can unseat him this next season.
Why was Randy Moss walking like he had hemorrhoids? Like there was a weird walk there, Mr. Randy. Wrap us up, Mr. Big Hurt. What'd you think about this game, this season that both these guys had?
You know, for me, I personally didn't really have a dog in the fight here, but I think Bill, with the gauntlet that he ran in the postseason, I kind of wish he would have been able to cap it off, just because it was such an impressive back-to-back win over D Wayne and then D Money and then now playing Kobe. Like that would have been tail of the tapes, something to talk about for years to come, seasons to come here in the OMFL. But I mean, we all have known and seen Kobe's dominance and his ability to put a stamp on a season, and he did that this season. He talked about it in the offseason. His playmakers, he has 2 legit receivers, has a solid running game. Love plays such efficient ball, and then defensively, just the safety, Calvin Graham, and a couple other guys. It just makes it really difficult. And Kobe's such a smart player that he forces you to do things that you don't want to do and feel uncomfortable doing. So it was definitely a solid round by both teams. I think Bill will be back. I think in the offseason he tries to maybe get a guy to compliment Neighbors a little bit more. But don't count him out next season, because he's kind of found a way and now has confidence that he can beat D Wayne and D Money.
I absolutely agree with both of you. Great season by both of these guys, and Tennessee's going to be a problem. They're young, they're athletic, they've got money. He's just going to be a problem, and I do think that Bill can get there, because I don't think Bill's Bill's roster isn't finished. Give him another season to continue to build that roster. He's going to be back, man. Yeah.
For upcoming free agents, I mean, the Bill with the Giants, he has Grady Jarrett, who I think is like 32 or 33, but it's a second defensive tackle. And then outside that, Anger, the punter, Fuller, which is a backup corner, and Von Bell, which is a backup safety, are really his top guys. So he's not really losing anything. He has one hole to fill, and that's Grady Jarrett. On the flip side of things, we talked about the Titans. He's got Roger McCreary as slot corner that actually led his team in interceptions. Hooker, the starting free safety, and Damone Clark is starting the middle linebacker. But he has lots of money, youth on the offensive line, youth in the offensive weapons, and on the defensive side. So I think he's in a position to be able to bring all of those guys back. So I think both these teams are going to be, definitely something to watch for next year as well.
I agree. Well, fellas, thanks for hanging out with me tonight and helping me get this done. Thanks for all the guys in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button before you get out of here. I'm going to go get us to re-sign phrase. No, that's not the word. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. Re-sign phase and get us announced and get things moving along. The off season is here, and it is like Christmas. Every 6 weeks we get to do this all over again, and hopefully both of you can. I was gonna say, what's going on? What's Maniac doing? Hopefully you guys can make some time to come hang out with me for the draft show.
I would be happy to help you if you need. Just let me know.
Yeah, it'll be great. The door is always open and the invite is always out there. So feel free to come and help if you want. Also, feel free to do what you've done a few times and simulcast it. That's always fun too. Totally up to you. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Congratulations to Kobe and his Tennessee Titans for winning, I think, his second championship. He might have 3, though. And congratulations to Bill for another really awesome season. Let's go do it again, fellas. Congratulations to Big Hurt and his new team. Maniac, back-to-back AFC championships, and Nate with top 5 picks back-to-back. I mean, congratulations to all of us. Let's all just pat ourselves on the back. I want to kill myself. I'm sick of this Madden already. Guys, I got to get out of here. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. I love you. You matter, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Those eyes.
Smash that like and subscribe.